It was at the Victory Chapel, Government House, Owerri, Imo State, and just back from official duty in Abuja, Uzodinma spoke on economic dividends of his trip to the nation's capital.
The President has approved 3 big interventions because of the balloon technology drainage system we did, commissioned by the President. The President has approved the installation and conversion of Otamiri River to a dam that will have 10 megawatts electricity generation plant. Federal government borrowed $1.4 billion from World Bank for urban and rural water, and 6 states has been approved. 1 state from each geopolitical zone. And in the southeast, Imo State has been selected. These are some of the gains we've gotten already arising from the visit of the President to Imo State. We are still counting.
Governor Uzodinma noted that the nation had gone through difficult times, but optimistic that the country will emerge stronger. Its unity sacrosanct.
We have to rise up to the occasion to do those things that unite us the more, to encourage those things that brings development, and discourage those things that brings division as a people. Because if we are not united, our capacity to grow will be limited. So I think the politicians, the political class in particular, should rise to the challenge of leadership, imbibe the sense of nationalism, protect our national interests, which must be collectively designed, collectively defined, and then collectively implemented. By that way, that sense of the nationhood that will usher in sense of cohesion will reintegrate those who claimed that they have been left behind. So I think that my message to our people is strengthen our sense of unity, sense of nationalism, cohesiveness, and integration.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Some leaders present at the event also stressed the need for the country to be united, even as Nigerians celebrate the country's anniversary day.
The best thing is to beckon on all the regions of Nigeria to continue to be one, because we have become stronger amongst the Committee of Nations by virtue of our strength and diversity. So let us cash in on our numbers and our landscape, and then build on that robust diversity which Nigeria presents. Then, as we grow up, grow older and longer, we begin to handle the issues that are bedeviling us, chiefly amongst insecurity. Insecurity has become a global menace and a global challenge. And the one in Nigeria has become hydra-headed, one that is not multifaceted. And I pray that God of Nigeria and God that we worship will show mercy on Nigeria and give our leaders the wisdom and the right technology and ideas to tackle these hydra-headed insecurity challenges, someone to not. But for me and for all, one love.
I've attained a height, appreciable height, but with insecurity and agitations, I think we have to sit up so that we can return and sustain the unity which we are known for in trouble. And my advice is at 61, age of maturity, full age of diamond, for a country, a blessed country like this. And the legacy of our founding fathers must surely be sustained. And I urge the present leadership from every community, local government, from every state, to brace up and look at those things that are giving us problems currently. Because this nation is a good one. We must strive to be united. At 61, we cannot afford to do any mistake or to retrograde. Let us advance with unity and progress for everyone in Nigeria.
As Nigeria marks its 61st independence anniversary, it is expected that a conference of political leaders and stakeholders would be convened to find solutions to myriads of challenges facing the country.
Thanks for checking out Symphony on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.